See? 20 is 80 and 20 is 100. Perfectly correct. $100 rental for 2 months. And now, as a matter of a receipt, of course.
If you don't mind.
Not at all. Not at all, Mr. Cook. Do business in a business-like way is my motto. We aren't a very large firm, but service supreme is our motto. Now, what did I do with my receipt book? So careless of me. In this pocket?
Any old piece of paper will do.
No. Here we are. I had it in this pocket all the time. I'll just sit down over there and write it out for you.
Well, darling?
Well, that is simply unbelievable.
$50 a month for a furnished Grand Central Palace like this one. Beautiful. There's something wrong in the woodpile someplace.
Would you really think so?
Oh, of course not. I'm only kidding.
Well, this old house seems to chill me somehow. It's so full of shadows.
Oh, nonsense. You're letting the storm outside affect you. You were always afraid of lightning, you know.
There was a blinding flash just as we came in the drive. It illuminated the whole house. It seemed to glower at us, almost forbidding us to enter.
There you go, letting your imagination work overtime. At $50 a month, we're getting a marvelous bargain. I only hope Service Supreme over there gets a receipt made out before he changes his mind. Hey, where's Billy?
Sleeping. Over there on the sofa.
Yeah, he made himself right at home pretty quick, didn't he?
The fact is, Papa.
What? Now, that's libel. I never curled up on a strange sofa.
What?
Without at least 3 drinks and a proper introduction. Anyway, that's it.
Quiet. Here comes Service Supreme.
Yeah. Here we are, folks. Money receipted right and proper. I hope you'll be quite satisfied here. Quite.
Oh, I'm sure we will be. As you can see, our little boy has made himself at home already.
Cute little fellow. I do hope he'll be quite all right. Well, I must be getting along. Business, you know. Moving in at once, aren't you?
Well, we planned to...
Yes. You told me you were. Well, good luck and goodbye, Mrs. Crook. Mr. Crook.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, wasn't he in a hurry to get out?
Service Supreme until the minute the rent's paid, and then it's exit extraordinary. Well, I better go get the things in out of the car. Gosh, dear, I never thought we'd spend the summer in a mid-Victorian mansion, did you? Huh? Dear, I'm talking to you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why the pensive look? What are you thinking about?
Of what that man said.
What man? Oh, you mean Service Supreme, huh?
Yes.
Well, what pearl of wisdom did he spout?
Well, remember when you looked at Billy sleeping there?
Yeah?
He said, I do hope he'll be all right.
Yeah, so he did. So what?
The way he said it.
Go on. Say, you'll have to get some help in to clean up this place. Looks like my fraternity house used to after we threw a dance.
Look.
Huh? What are you staring at? Huh?
What are you doing in here?
Hey. Oh, boy. Billy, you started it.
What are you doing in here?
Chuck, he must be the caretaker the real estate man told us about.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You answer me. What are you doing here? Answer me.
Hey, Chuck, what's the matter with that man?
Hey, look here, old boy. You don't have to throw any catfits. We rented this place from Service Supreme. I mean, what's his name, Mr. Hawkins, that real estate man up in town.
Rented?
Sure. Here's a receipt. $100 for the next 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah, I know it isn't much, but it's all the fellow wanted, and so that's all he got. Of course, with all due respect to you, caretaker, you are the caretaker, aren't you?
Yes. I.
Huh? Oh, good. Then I can speak freely. As I was saying, the rental doesn't seem like much, but After all, big as it is, it's a pretty crummy old place.
Chuck.
Well, it is. That real estate fella said there hadn't been anyone living here regularly for 20 years since these people, what's the name, all died.
Reynolds.
Huh? What'd you say? What did he say, Ann?
I don't know, but he frightens me.
Reynolds. Mr. and Mrs. and Paula.
Oh, Reynolds. Yeah, they're the people that lived here, aren't they? Mr. Who's Real Estate said something about...
Get off of here.
Huh?
Get off of here.
Chuck.
You're here, me.
Now,
Get
wait
off.
a minute
Off.
there. Wait a minute.
Get off. Get off. You
Now,
don't
wait,
belong
now,
here.
we rented this place.
No one belongs here. No one.
And then now
It's
stop
mine.
waving your
Mine.
arms around.
20
boy.
years,
Stop
mine.
it. Will
Get
you?
out. Get out.
Say, what is
Yeah.
this?
You all get out. All of you. This place is mine.
Oh, Chuck,
It's
let
mine.
me
Go
go.
ahead.
You wake up early.
Go on.
Wake up
Go on.
early. He's making enough
Yeah,
noise.
get
Now,
out.
look here.
My
Forget.
It's mine. Nobody can come in here.
Oh, Chuck, he's sick.
Nobody.
Catch him.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Holy... Say, well, brace up, old boy.
Oh, Chuck, he's not.
No, he's just passed out, I guess. I wonder where some water is. We got it.
Oh, he's coming too.
Holy smoke. I thought he popped a valve or something the way he was blowing off. Here, give me a hand. We'll put him up in the other sofa there. Well, here, come on.
Take your hands off me.
What?
Take your hands off me.
Oh, now, look here. We just want to help you.
Your hands. Your hands off me.
Chuck, help him get out.
No.
Here, let me get you to a chair. You...
No.
No.
I am all right. I will live longer than anybody. You will have to get out. You will have to get out. No one must stay here.
Hey,
no one. Get out.
Hey,
get out.
now, wait a minute. Wow. Can you imagine that old duck?
Running off like that.
Boy, oh boy, did we get a bargain. A house and entertainment by a crack nut, all for $50 a month.
Well, but why was he so furious?
Don't ask me. I'm no psychiatrist. Oh, well, let's not let old crackpot spoil things. I'll slip him a few bucks in the morning and he'll be all right. Now, let's wake that snoozing son of ours.
Look,
Huh?
he is awake.
Why? You little rascal, you. How long have you been sitting there watching, young man, huh?
A long time. Where are we, Dad?
I'll tell you, Billy boy. We're in a great, big, beautiful house where you and I and Father are going to have a good time for the next 2 months. Isn't that good news?
Well, why don't you answer your mother, Billy? Aren't you glad we're going to be staying here in the country?
Dad,
Yes, son.
please let's get out of here. I'm awful scared.
I wonder if he's sleeping.
I'll go see.
Be very quiet, Chuck.
Yeah, I will.
Well,
Like a regular cherub.
but Chuck keeps his voice down.
Oh, that air of ours is sleeping so sound it takes Susan's band to wake him up.
Maybe we should have let him sleep with us this one night.
And have him grow up into a lily that falls over at the sight of his own shadow? I know, Mrs. Cook. He sleeps in that room and likes it. Anyway, he's deep in sleep, so that's that. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Stretching out feels good. It's going to take at least 2 bands to wake me up tonight.
We'll lock all the doors
Mm-hmm.
and the windows.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh, now listen, honey.
Please tell me.
I am telling you. This house is locked up tighter than a hoosegow. Shutters, doors, everything. I tell you, if that crazy old coot decides to come back to continue his oration, you'll have to use a hacksaw to get in.
I wish it was morning.
Hmm?
Well, you could sort of straighten things out with him. After all, he is the caretaker.
Oh, forget it. We rented the place from the regular agents, and if the old boy doesn't like it, well, it's just too bad. Now what? Let's go to sleep, huh?
But, Chuck.
Oh, Anne.
But I want to know.
What?
Well, why should he have gotten so excited? It's been worrying me.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because he thinks we'll need more work.
20 years alone.
Huh? What'd you say?
Oh, I was just wondering why this place hasn't been rented or sold all these years.
I don't know.
Chuck, could it be?
What?
Oh, nothing.
Hey, are you thinking of... Oh, that's nonsense.
Is it?
Why, sure, just because a house is big and old and hasn't been lived in for a long time doesn't mean that... Oh, I tell you, that storybook stuff.
Chuck,
Huh?
why did Billy say that he was frightened?
Oh, he's just a little kid.
Well, isn't it possible that young children are closer
To what?
to things that aren't of this world? Huh?
And
Well, I was just thinking.
Well, stop thinking things like that. Of all the screwy ideas to get in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere. Now, come on. Go to sleep before you give me the jitters, too. Save the ghost talk for tomorrow morning when the sun's shining. It's a little dark and dismal, weird right now to be talking about.
Chuck, listen.
Music.
Oh, Chuck.
But it can't be. It's not a radio.
Chuck, I'm frightened. I knew something was wrong. I
No,
knew it.
Anne.
That old man was right. We shouldn't
Anne,
have come here.
stop.
We shouldn't have.
You
I know the music in the middle of the night.
Now, don't let go like
I'm
that.
scared.
Wait a minute. Stop. So quiet now.
Yes. Chuck, did we really hear it?
I felt the floor vibrating. Like it does when the organ plays in church.
It's Billy.
Yeah. Oh, he's all right.
Billy.
Hello, Mom, Dad.
Billy. Darling, why were you laughing like that? Why, Billy?
Well, 'cause I've been having fun. Gosh, lots of fun.
Oh, dream, son, huh? You mean you've been having a funny dream?
Gosh, no, not a dream. Isn't my dad funny, old lady?
Oh, lady.
Huh?
Who did you say that to, Billy?
She wants me to go downstairs with her to listen to the music.
Music?
But I told her I couldn't go. Not like you said I could go. Can I, Mom? Can I go?
Go where, Billy? Where?
Downstairs like I told you. With her.
Billy, listen to me. Who are you talking about?
Son? Answer your mother. Who are you talking about? Yes, and why are you staring at the foot of the bed? What are you looking at?
The old lady, Dad. Don't you see her sitting there?
Who's she?
Huh?
Son, can't you see her? Funny old lady. You can kind of see right through her.
Cold, dear? Here. Let me get this around you, huh? Kind of a wind blowing in from someplace. You should have stayed upstairs.
No, I couldn't stay up there in this horrible
All
Revolt.
right, all right. Don't get upset again. Here we three are, and here we stay until daylight.
Oh, won't it ever get light again?
Oh, no, honey. Just a few more hours. Gosh, kids are wonderful.
What?
Billy. Look at him there. Asleep as if nothing had happened.
He doesn't know anything big.
No, lucky kid. You just wait until that old son starts doing his stuff. And I'm going to turn this house upside down until I find out what's been bothering
Look,
me.
wait.
Huh? Did you hear something?
I don't know. I thought I heard something sighing as if... That horrible music again.
It's here. An organ right in this room.
Oh, Lord in heaven, where's it coming from?
I don't know.
Oh, I can't stand it, Chuck. I can't. Make them stop it.
Please, dear.
Organ's playing music.
Control
There's no one here. It can't
No,
be
wake
playing.
up.
Stop it.
Boy,
Stop
stop.
like that. Stop like that.
There, he's up.
Yes, silly boy. Yes. What is it?
That funny music. Where's it coming from, Mama? But, Mama.
It's all right, son. Nothing's going to harm us. Here. Come here. That's the boy. Your arms close around me.
Who did they ever stop?
Won't daylight ever come?
I wish we wasn't here.
Look. It's getting darker.
Boy. It's all right. Just the dark before the dawn. You know.
Yes. It seems to be getting lighter.
And the music's dying away.
Yeah. Light. What a funny light. Anne, is there something wrong with my eyes?
No. I see it, too.
Do you? The wall over there. A light. Green, isn't it? Glowing on it.
Oh, Chuck, I'm afraid.
We got to get out of here quick.
Yes.
No, wait. That wall. The green light's gone through it. Beyond it. There's a room there now. A room.
Yes, I see it, too. Oh, Chuck, what madness is this?
Mommy, what are you afraid of?
Anne, there's someone sitting in that room. In the green light.
Yes.
It's a girl. See her so clearly. And yet, somehow it isn't real. Is it?
Look at the way she's dressed. So strangely.
So clear. And yet it's more like a picture on the wall. Not deep. The flatness of a picture.
Chuck, look. There's a man coming into that horrible light.
By George. It's him.
What?
Don't you recognize him? The old caretaker.
Yes.
Yeah. But now he isn't so old.
Get me out of here.
No, wait. We don't dare go. Not yet. Pictures on the wall. And yet not pictures.
He's going closer to her.
Yeah. I see it.
Go, Paula.
God in heaven, he's talking. And yet he hasn't flesh. I know he hasn't.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Elverson.
She speaks too. Pictures talking as if... Am I nuts?
Yeah, Paula. I wanted to talk to you.
But you know, Mr. Elverson, Mother doesn't like to have me talk with you.
Because I'm a simple man, eh? A gardener. A servant.
Oh, Chuck.
Don't talk.
Whatever the reason, Mr. Elverson, you shouldn't come here when Mother's away. It isn't right.
Your mother.
Mr. Elverson.
Yeah, your mother. I've got nothing, so I'm not good enough, eh?
Please go.
Your father, he promised me, before he died, he promised me in his will, he'd give me money. Plenty money for all I did for him.
Well, I'm sorry he didn't leave it to you.
Your mother, though.
Don't blame her. It wasn't her fault. It wasn't in the will. How could she give it to you?
Your father, he promised me. Mr. Reynolds, he promised me.
They're the people that own this house.
And Mr. Hawkins said they've all been dead for 20 years.
It's no use, Mr. Elverson, talking about that again and again. Please go.
Oh, you drive me out too, eh?
Please don't talk like that.
If I had money, the money your father promised me, you wouldn't tell me to go, would you? Maybe you would love me, huh? Marry me, eh?
Don't look at me like that. You frighten me.
That you could love me anyway, Paula Reynolds. I make you love me.
No.
Make you love me.
Leave me alone. Mr. Elverson, leave me alone.
You love me. I make you love me. You make you love me. You love me. I love you.
The light's fading out.
And they're going with it.
Oh, what have we seen, Chuck? What?
Wait. The light. Coming back.
Don't look, Billy boy. Here, darling, put your head against Mother.
And look. He's killed her.
Oh, Chuck.
Standing over her. That horrible look on his face.
Chuck. Another woman's coming in.
The mother.
He's turning toward her. Chuck, he's going to kill her.
I can't move.
I want to scream. I can't. Do something, Chuck. He's killing her mother. Killing her.
What can I do? I'm rooted here. I can't move. Gone. The light goes. And they go with it.
But we saw him kill them both. Mother and daughter.
Billy didn't see it.
No. No, he buried his head against me so tightly. But Chuck,
What's the matter?
Billy's asleep.
Sleep.
Yes. So quietly against me. Well, it is as someone out there didn't want him to see that horror. Only one time. Well, it is as someone out there didn't want him to see that horror. Only one time. What was it that we saw? What?
Whatever it was, I'm getting out of here. Quick. Give me the boy.
Wait.
What?
The old man. The one we just saw.
The one you just saw, what?
You
You killed them. How and why, I don't quite understand. We saw you kill them, mother and daughter.
Oh, you know.
Was it real? What did we see?
Yes. I killed them both. Yes. I killed them. And why not? The one gave me no love. The old one, no money. He promised me. But when he died, he gave me nothing. Yeah, killed him, yes, killed him. With my own hands, I killed him.
Stop the police.
Yeah. No. There were no police then. There will be no police now.
But murder.
2 women. They know. I know. And now, you know. No one else will ever.
What do you mean?
You're here. They understand. Yeah. I just understand. Now, you know why I didn't want you here. Now, you know why I must kill you.
Sure.
That gun.
Yes, with the gun. Him, 20 years ago with my hand.
Well, you're crazy.
You with his gun.
He's dead. I had my hand on the gun. And then it seemed to turn in my hand toward him as if someone...
I saw.
Billy, is he...
Oh. Still sleeping.
Sleeping? Through all that...
Blessed sleep.
What? The wall! It's falling out! Look! That's the organ. The organ that was playing. And the women. 2 women sitting at the keyboard.
No, Chuck, don't go any closer.
Oh, no.
Chuck, what is it?
No. No, I was wrong, Ann.
Wrong.
Not women. Not anymore. 2 skeletons.
Oh.
In dresses.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I understand everything now. He killed them 20 years ago. And then walled up their bodies in there with the organ.
But what we saw. The music. How could it?
And look.
They're crumbling.
Bones into dust. Huh. He's dead. Now they can have peace.
Lights Out, written especially for radio by Arch Overlord, comes to you each Wednesday from our Chicago studio. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
This is Sandy Becker saying, keep cooking with Crisco. It's all vegetable. It's digestible.
Hello, everybody, hello. Hello is the shampoo that glorifies your hair. So hello, everybody, hello. For softer, lively curls and brighter, sparkling hair. So hello, everybody, hello. Hello, shampoo, hello.
Now, Welcome to the Hall of Fantasy. Welcome to the series of radio dramas dedicated to the supernatural, the unusual, and the unknown. Come with me, my friends. We shall descend to the world of the unknown and forbidden, down to the depths where the veil of time is lifted, and the supernatural reigns as king. Come with me and listen to the tale of The Dance of the Devil Dolls.
Hello? Anyone out here?
You don't think...
I don't know what to think, Chuck. We'd better take a good look around.
There's something strange about this whole setup. I don't know... Emery.
What? Look. It's him. Come on. No wonder he didn't answer us, Chuck.
You mean?
That's right. He's dead.
In just a moment, the Hall of Fantasy will present The Dance of the Devil Dolls. And now for our story. An original tale of fantasy by Richard Thorne entitled The Dance of the Devil Dolls.
Have you heard of avoutement? Literally, the word means face image. The practice of avoutement is as ancient as Egypt and Assyria, and still found from Ceylon to the United States, Europe to Africa, South America to Scandinavia. A figure is made to resemble that of a hated enemy, then methodically injured or destroyed, resulting in pain and death for its human counterpart. Charles and I had gone up for a weekend of fishing. Saturday night at dusk, when the sky had dulled from blue to gray, and the gray was shading darker every minute, we were walking back up to the cabin.
Not a bad haul, huh, Emery?
For you, not for me. I'll bet you the smallest of those 3 bass weighs over 4 pounds. What bait were you using?
Oh, spoon. The fish just wouldn't leave it alone. Anyway, we'll have a good fish dinner tonight.
And maybe tomorrow my luck will change.
Well, I hope so.
What time is it?
About 9. We've been out 5 hours.
Chuck.
Yeah?
There's someone coming down the trail towards us.
Where? Oh, yes, I see him.
Can't be going down to fish this late.
Oh, can't tell. Some guys really get the bug. There's a guy I know named Lloyd Erskine who will fish off...
Excuse me, gentlemen.
He means us.
Wonder what he wants.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I lost something. I wonder if you found it.
I don't know what you're looking for, mister, but we haven't found it, whatever it is.
Perhaps you saw it lying on the ground. It was a doll.
A doll?
Yes, about 12 inches tall. It looked something like me.
I'm sorry, we haven't seen it. Of course, you can always buy your daughter
It doesn't belong to my daughter.
Oh. Well, we haven't seen it.
Are you staying at a cabin on this lake?
Yes.
Only until tomorrow night.
It's right at the head of the trail up there. You must have passed it as you started down.
If by any chance you do come across it, I'll stop in before I leave this area, if you don't mind.
Oh, that's perfectly all right.
Thank you, gentlemen. I must have the doll for the dance tonight, or the old woman will be angry.
Well, what do you make of that?
Search me.
He talked so strangely. I must have the doll for the dance tonight, or the old woman will be angry. I think he's off his rocker.
Well, it's not our worry, Emery. Come on, let's go.
We went back up to our cabin, cleaned the fish, and had one of those fish dinners you talk about for years. It was about 11 o'clock, and we'd started to go to bed, intending to get up as early as possible the next morning when there was a knock on the door.
I wonder who that is.
I don't know, but we'll soon find out. Oh, it's you.
Yes. May I come in?
Of course.
I see you found the doll.
Yes. I wanted to let you know that I had.
Well, thanks for telling us.
Now I must take him to the dance.
Well, the dance ought to be just about over.
Oh, no, it hasn't begun yet.
Well, you'd better get there or your wife will be angry.
You misunderstood me. I said the old woman, not my wife. You see, I'm not married.
Oh.
I hope you'll forgive me. I see that you're just about ready to retire, but I'm afraid.
Afraid of what?
The old woman is already angry with me. I told her I'd lost the doll, and she swore that if I didn't find it, she'd kill me. That's why I've come to you. If you hear that I'm dead tomorrow, that I committed suicide, you'll know it's not the truth. If I could only get in touch with Dr. George Kaltman, he could help, but I'm caught up in something I can't stop, and it's too late to get out now. I've tried, but... Oh, my head!
You dropped your doll.
I didn't drop it. She caused it to move. She doesn't want me to talk. I've said too much already. I must go now.
Here's your doll.
Thank you. Remember what I told you. If I'm dead tomorrow, it's murder. Good night, gentlemen.
After he dropped the doll, did you get a good look at him, Chuck?
Yeah.
The doll hit the floor on its forehead. A few seconds later, there was a heavy bruise on the right side of his forehead.
You know, he said if he was found dead tomorrow, that it would be murder.
It was about 11:30 when we finally got to bed. We'd opened the windows of the cabin. The sound of the alarm clock we brought with us mingled with that of the crickets outside.
The old woman said you must die.
I heard something. I didn't know what it was. It sounded strangely like words, but they were uttered in a voice so tiny and shrill that I thought I was imagining things. But then, I heard his voice.
No, I won't die. They'll help me.
Emery,
I didn't know you were awake.
I couldn't sleep. I thought I heard a tiny little voice.
I
Be
thought...
quiet.
They go.
The old woman will take care of them, too.
But I'm not going to die. I'm not going to...
Back now to our story. An original tale of fantasy by Richard Thorne entitled The Dance of the Devil Dolls.
Charles and I had retired for the night, but neither of us could sleep. Suddenly, from outside, we heard the voice of the man we'd met earlier, and another voice, high and shrill, and somehow deadly.
The old woman will take care of them, too.
But I'm not going to die. I'm not going to...
What's going on out there?
We'd better take a look.
Slip a pair of pants and some shoes on.
Remember what he said about dying?
Yeah. You ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Beginning to think that guy belongs in an institution.
Maybe not. I think his scream came from the left.
I'll take a look over there, then. Didn't tell us his name, did he?
No.
Well, I'll try calling him. Anybody out here?
Hello? Anyone out here?
You don't think...
I don't know what to think, Chuck. We'd better take a good look around.
Something strange about this whole setup. I don't know it. Emery.
What? Look. It's him. Come on. No wonder he didn't answer us, Chuck.
You mean?
That's right. He's dead.
That little doll that looks so much like him. I don't see it anywhere around.
Neither do I. You know, Chuck, it sounds crazy to say it, but that shrill, high little voice we heard...
You're letting this thing run wild with your imagination, Emery. Even though it looked like him, it's just a doll, nothing else.
It had to be my imagination, of that I was sure. But the mere thought of it, of the doll which so resembled the man with its shining face and beady little eyes, caused a strange sense of apprehension and fear to come across me. And I glanced out into the darkness and saw only the lumbering shadows of the trees and heard the rustle of their leaves as they brushed together. I saw nothing, yet I had the feeling that something with beady little eyes was watching us. We notified the authorities. They came out, found no evidence of foul play, and diagnosed his death as being caused by heart failure. Our luck was exceptionally bad out on the lake Sunday, and we drove home that night, speaking but little, thinking only of what had happened the night before. About 10 days after we returned to the city, both Charles and I were home one evening. We shared an apartment together, and that night neither of us had anything to do. We were playing gin rummy.
One more hand like that and you'll be out, you lucky dog.
It was pure skill, my friend. No luck involved. Cut?
No, I trust you.
It's a good thing Pamela stood you up tonight.
She knew that you wanted a gin partner.
Don't be humorous. Proposed to her yet?
No, but I'm working on it. You know, you deal like a card shark. I have nothing but...
Expecting anyone?
No, you.
Mm-mm.
Well, I'll see who it is.
Whoever it is, get rid of him. I got a good hand.
Coming right up.
Is this the residence of Mr. Emery Ryerson and Mr. Charles Hunter?
Yes, it is, but...
I have a package for you.
Are you expecting a package, Emery?
Just bills, no packages.
It's for both of you.
All right, I'll take it.
Thank you. And good evening, sir.
Oh, yes, good evening. It's an old woman. She had a package for us.
Well, set it down on the table and open it, man. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
So I'll open it. Oh, it's wrapped very well.
Maybe it's a bottle of scotch.
Who is be sending us a bottle of...
Someone has a real fine sense of humor.
It's like the doll that fellow had with him.
It's the same doll. Notice that little nick out of its forehead? That happened when he dropped it on the floor.
What are we going to do with it?
I don't know.
We can keep it, I suppose.
Well, let's get back to the game.
No, I'm not in the mood now. You know, Emery, I can't help but remember what he said.
The man who died?
Yes. He said I must have the doll for the dance tonight, or the old woman will be angry.
Yes, that's right. What brought that back to your mind?
The woman who delivered this package.
We put the lid back on the box and left it on the kitchen table with the cards we'd been using. Neither of us entered the kitchen again that evening. We went to bed a short time after 12. Again, I was restless and couldn't sleep. I had the same feeling I'd had that night in the cabin. And I remembered the words I'd heard spoken in that unearthly little voice.
The old woman will take care of them, too.
And I wondered if I'd only imagined those words, or whether they had actually been uttered by the creature in the box in the other room. It was then I heard it, like a thin, reedy piping. It sounded like music, a rhythmic, discordant melody I'd never heard before. And then I heard another sound.
Emery?
Yes?
Am I going crazy?
I hear it, too. I think we'd better see what it is.
All right. I don't like this, Emery.
It sounds
I
like...
know what it sounds like. Emery.
No. I can't believe my eyes.
The box is open. And the little doll, Emery. It's moving. It's dancing on the table.
Back now to our story. An original tale of fantasy by Richard Thorne entitled The Dance of the Devil Dolls.
Charles and I couldn't believe our eyes, for the scene before us was as bizarre and fantastic as the wildest dream of an insane imagination.
It's moving. It's dancing on the table.
Yes, I see it.
This is something that... I'm going to destroy that thing.
Be careful. Look out, Chuck. It's running.
Going to get it if it's the last thing I do.
It's running over toward the window.
It's gone. It's gone through the glass.
Maybe it's down there on the sidewalk.
It's possible, but that's a 2-story drop.
I can't see it.
No, Emery. It's gone. They turned again to the old woman.
The man who had died had mentioned a name that night in the cabin. The name of Dr. George Kaltman. Now it came back into my mind. Kaltman was associated with occult research. If Kaltman could have helped the man who died, perhaps he could explain what was happening to us. We got in touch with him and made an appointment for the following evening.
You have told me everything that has happened. Is that correct, gentlemen?
Yes, everything.
We'd like to know what it all means.
Well, I shall explain it to you as best I can. Have either of you ever heard of envoûtement?
No.
Not that I recall. Well, envoûtement is the practice of making little dolls to resemble a hated enemy and then methodically injuring or destroying it, thus bringing about either pain or death, or both, in the doll's human counterpart.
Dr. Colton, this doll we saw last night, it moved, it danced.
I know. What you witnessed last night was the dance of the devil dolls.
You say these dolls bring about pain or death, Dr. Coltman. Why should we be singled out?
The man who died told you about the old woman. Is that not correct?
Yes.
Therefore, you must be destroyed. She feels that you are dangerous to her, that you know too much. Undoubtedly, the woman you saw last night, Mr. Hunter, was the manipulator, controller of the little figures. Since you saw her, she has probably made little figures of both of you. But before it will live and be subject to her will, she must have a part of you, a lock of your hair, a fingernail clipping, anything that will make yours and the doll's identities one and the same.
What should we do?
Go back to your apartment. I shall return with you. She will send the little doll back to your apartment tonight. I'm sure of that. We must capture the doll, for it is the only thing that will lead us to her.
Coltman, Charles, and I returned to our apartment and took up our vigil in the bedroom, for that was the place the doll and the old woman would expect us to be. We made dummies of the extra blankets and arranged the beds so it looked as if we were sleeping.
You left the apartment door unlocked?
Yes.
But why? It only makes it easier for it to enter.
That is what we must do. One way or the other, the doll would find means of entrance. If not tonight, then another. You have no idea what those little creatures are capable. Listen. It is coming. Be quiet. Wait until it is in here. Then close the bedroom door and put on the lights.
We understand.
Now, quiet. Now! Catch it quickly!
There it is over there. This time it won't get away.
Don't let it get near the window!
I've got it.
Quickly, put it in here! Ah, there.
We have it. Now, what do we do?
This doll will lead us to the doll woman.
You mean now? Tonight?
Yes, Mr. Ryerson. She will know that we have captured her little messenger if it does not return in a few hours, and she will be prepared to stop us. We must find her, destroy her if need be, before she has a chance to destroy you.
Then began one of the strangest sights I've ever seen. Coltman took the doll out of the box in which we'd imprisoned it, tied its arms and legs while it writhed and twisted in his hand. Then he began speaking to it.
Here's my
softly, rhythmically, slowly putting it into a hypnotized sleep. The eyelids of the little figure finally closed, and it was in an hypnotic trance.
Sleep and tell me. Now, listen to me. You must tell me where your mistress is. You must tell me where your mistress is.
The house of dolls.
The house of dolls.
It's a strange answer.
Not so strange, my friends. I know what it means.
What is it?
She is a diabolical person, this doll woman. The House of Dolls is a toy shop with rare and unusual dolls. What better place to hide? No one would suspect what was behind those burning eyes of hers. I myself have purchased dolls for my little granddaughter from her. We must go there immediately. We have no time to lose. This is the place.
Let's go.
Right. It's past 2. There's no one on the streets.
All the better. Try the door.
It's open.
Probably waiting in the rear of the shop was a creature she sent out.
Well, let's go in.
As quietly as possible. We must catch her by surprise.
All right.
There's There's a light coming from beneath that door back there.
That is where we must go. Listen. It is the dance of the devil dolls. The door's ajar.
They're in there. I can see them.
Yes, so do I. Be quiet.
And soon, my children, you will be joined by two others. And then no one can harm you. For when the new doll returns, he will bring with him what I need for the spell of the dancers.
We must take her now.
And they will join you in the dance of the devil doll.
Now!
What are you doing here?
We've come to stop you. Look out, Coleman. She has a gun. So have I. She is dead. She will cause no more harm.
Seems strange to see those little creatures on the floor. All of them so quiet and still. And just a short while ago.
They were participating in the dance of the devil dolls.
Yes.
Do not feel pity for them, Mr. Hunter. The dolls did not really live. They were a creation of evil, sparked by the malevolence of the old woman. When she died, they died with her. Perhaps the humans they resembled will rest quietly now.
The secret of the devil doll is as old as man. It is lost now, but it will be found again. Then, once again, you will hear the dance of the devil doll.
So runs tonight's tale of the unusual, the terrifying, the unknown. Join us again when next we journey down the corridors of the Hall of Fantasy to hear another strange tale of the supernatural. All characters and events portrayed in these programs are fictional, and any similarity to actual events or persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental.
You'll be glad this winter you bought a Coleman heater this fall. Yes, as you sit back in your easy chair, snug and comfortable, you'll be glad you bought a Coleman heater. You'll enjoy floor-to-ceiling warmth in those rooms you could never heat before.
Get your Coleman oil or gas heater now during Coleman's big bonus sale. Here's what you get.
First bonus, a new low price.
Yes, now you can get a dependable Coleman automatic heater at a new low price.
Second bonus, a new low operating cost.
Coleman saves you up to 25% on heating bills because Coleman gives you maximum heat from your fuel.
Third bonus, a 32-piece set of Libby's Safe Edge glassware worth $14. It's free with your new Coleman heater.
Get 3 big bonuses. Get your Coleman oil or gas heater now during Coleman's big bonus sale. This sale is for a limited time only.
So see your Coleman dealer tomorrow. You'll find his name and address in your...
J-E-L-L. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. Oh, the big red letters stand for the Jell-O family. That's Jell-O.
Yum, yum, yum.
Jell-O pudding.
Yum, yum, yum.
Jell-O tapioca pudding, yes, sirree.
Countdown for blastoff. X minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, X minus 1, fire! From the far horizons of the unknown come transcribed tales of new dimensions in time and space. These are stories of the future, adventures in which you'll live in 1,000,000 could-be years on 1,000 maybe worlds. The National Broadcasting Company presents X minus one. Tonight, X minus one presents Perigi's Wonderful Dolls by George Lefferts. The doll shop stood on a quiet Washington side street, not too far from the sprawling Pentagon building. A woman and child waited outside, the little girl peering eagerly through the window at the dolls inside, and the woman glancing impatiently at her wristwatch, as if expecting someone who was late for an appointment. There was nothing about the doll shop to warn them that they were waiting to keep an appointment with doom.
Mommy, look.
What, dear?
In the window of the shop, the tiny dolls. Oh, Mommy, do you think Daddy will buy me one?
We'll ask him when he comes, dear. Should be here soon. He said 3 o'clock on this corner.
I see him, Mommy. See?
Oh, Henry, over here.
Hello, dear. I'm sorry I'm late.
Well, we're all ready to go shopping. Cindy's been...
Yes, well, I'm afraid we'll have to call off the shopping element.
Oh, Henry, we promised Cindy.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's just one of those things. You've been the wife of an army colonel long enough to know his life isn't his own.
What is it this time?
Some more of that flying sphere nonsense. The pilot who says he sighted it last month crashed and was killed today, and the general wants a full report.
Oh, dear. What next?
Well, I got a staff meeting at the Pentagon at 3:15.
Daddy, look in this window.
Well, I haven't time, dear. Alma,
Just for a minute, Daddy,
Yes,
please.
Now, Cindy, I haven't time to stop and watch a bunch of 6-inch dolls parading around in the shop window. Say, they are lifelike, aren't they? Look at that, Alma. Dolls are marching around like a regular review. They've even got their own little band.
See the one in the red jacket, Daddy?
Yeah.
He's the leader. He's bowing to us.
Well, they don't look human.
Henry, your staff meeting.
Oh, yes. Well, I got to run.
Can we buy one, Daddy?
Well, not now, dear, and I'll run along. Now, don't go spending a lot of money on that nonsense.
No,
Alma.
dear.
Bye. Bye, Cindy.
Bye, Daddy. Oh, look, Mommy, the band is going to play.
Aren't they wonderful, honey? Honey, I must have stood on this corner 1,000 times. I've never noticed this shop before.
Look at the man inside, Mommy. Who's he?
That's the proprietor, dear.
Doesn't he look funny with those red cheeks and white mustache?
It's easy to see who he models his dolls after.
Mommy, look. He's coming to the door. He's coming.
Good evening, children.
Good evening.
How funny he talks.
Hush, Cindy.
Would you like to step inside the shop of Santo Perigi?
Well, yes, we would. But...
This way.
Mommy, it's like fairyland.
Here in the shop of Santo Perigi, creator of Perigi's universal wonderful dolls, the world of adult reality is blended with the world of child's fantasy.
This is a new shop, isn't it, Mr. Perigi?
What is new and what is old? Come, this way. Would you like to meet one of my little ones?
Oh, yes.
Now, this one in the red jacket is Toto. He's the leader. Handle him ever so gently. See, I will set him on the table. Speak, little one.
How do you do? How do you do? How do you do?
Oh, Mommy, he talks. The doll talks.
Amazing, absolutely amazing.
That is nothing for Perigi's wonderful dolls. Listen. Sing. Sing, Toto. Sing for the little girl.
My name is Toto.
Sing, Toto.
Men are big and tall. Dolls are very small. When men begin to fall, the dolls will rule them all.
More.
How do they work, Mr. Perigi?
How do they work? That is the secret of the great Perigi, greatest of all doll makers. To make an ordinary doll is nothing. To make a perfect replica, that is something. But to make a doll with intelligence, that is the work of an artist, eh?
I suppose that they're very expensive to buy.
Perigi does not sell his dolls, madam.
You don't sell them?
When I construct a doll like Toto, I cannot bear to be permanently separated from him. So instead of selling, I rent my little people.
You do? You rent dolls?
Precisely. $10.
For how long?
For as long as they are cherished. My only request is that when you grow tired of my dolls, you return them to me in good condition.
Oh, Mommy, could we take him home?
Take him home. Take him home. Take him home.
Oh, look, he's bowing and dancing. He wants to
Well,
come.
honey, your father said that we shouldn't spend a lot
Oh,
of money.
please, I'll take such good care of it. Please.
Well, honey, we'll have to deal with your father later, but... Well...
Oh, Mommy.
All right. Wrap him up, Mr. Perigi. But I have a feeling that when your father comes home, we'll be sorry.
Be sorry. Be sorry. Be sorry. Be sorry.
Now, Toto, this is my room, and you're going to sleep right here next to my pillow. I wish you wouldn't laugh like that. I'm going to have to teach you some manners. And you be quiet because my daddy will be home soon. And he's a colonel in the Air Force staff. And he'll bust you to private if you don't behave. Come along now. I'm going to introduce you to my puppy dog, Mr. Blister, so be good. Here, Mr. Blister. Here, Blister. Come on. Mr. Blister, this is Toto. Dear, I don't think Mr. Blister likes you, Toto. Come over here and shake hands with Toto, Mr. Blister. Come on now. Mr. Blister! Let him go! Get him go! Let go! Get him!
Cindy! Mr. Blister, come over here. Come over here. Cindy, what happened?
Mr. Blister tried to bite my doll. How frightened he is.
Oh, honey, dolls don't get frightened.
But he was frightened, Mommy. He screamed.
You imagined it, dear. It's only a doll.
He did.
Well, Mr. Blister didn't mean it. Now, you know he's the gentlest little pup alive.
He is, and he's nasty, and I hate him.
Oh, now see, you've hurt his feelings.
I don't care. He tried to bite my new doll, and I don't ever want to see him again, ever.
Oh, dear. All right, Mr. Blister. You come downstairs with me. Cindy's angry with you tonight.
I'll kill him.
Cindy! Where did you learn a thing like that?
Toto said it.
Honey, you've had a very exciting day. Now, brush your teeth now and go to bed, Daddy's coming home late, so he'll see you in the morning. Good night, dear. Sleep well.
I hate him.
Hate him. Hate him. Hate him. Hate him.
Morning, Alma. Breakfast ready?
In a minute, dear. How was the staff meeting last night?
Horrible bore as usual. I don't know what's got into the old man. Just because a few farmers corroborated the pilot's report, he thinks some strange aircraft has penetrated our radar zone. Well, where's the little one?
Up in her room.
Now, that's funny. She's usually down here before me.
Well, she's probably up to something. Sit down, dear.
Say, remind me to take some papers back to the War Department, will you? I left them in my strong box.
You haven't been bringing your reports home, have you?
Well, it's safe enough.
Well, you told me it was against regulations to bring secret papers home.
Well, I had to finish some work for the old man, and nobody will ever know the difference.
Well, I don't know. Oh, would you feed the puppy before we sit down, Henry?
Yes.
His bowl's under the sink.
Where is he? Say, that's funny. Here's his supper from last night, only half eaten.
He's getting fussy. Doesn't like canned dog food anymore.
Here, Blister. Here, Blister, Blister, Blister. I wonder where the dickens is that mutt?
Maybe he's on the back porch.
Here, Blister. Hey. Alma.
What is it, dear?
Alma, look.
Henry, is he...
He's dead.
But how?
But from the looks of it, he might have been poisoned.
But who would do a thing like that to an innocent little puppy?
I don't know. Now, let me see his dish. Look at that. I don't understand this at all. Not at all.
What, dear? What is it?
There are pieces of broken glass in this food. Blue glass. You see?
How? Henry.
What?
I just remembered something.
What?
It may be coincidence, but in the bathroom this morning...
Well, what about the bathroom?
Cindy's blue glass, the one with the Mickey Mouse on it, was broken. I found pieces in the wastebasket. I meant to ask her about it.
Alma, for heaven's sake, you aren't suggesting that our little girl... Well, she loved Blister more than anyone.
Not last night, she didn't.
Why not?
He went after Toto.
Now, who is Toto?
That's her new doll.
Her what?
Honey, I was meaning to tell you.
But you bought her one of those dolls.
I just rented it.
Well, rented it. Now, look here, Alma. You know we haven't got the kind of money to throw away.
Well, she had her heart set on it, dear. I used my dividend.
All right. But what happened with Blister?
Well, he went for the doll, and Cindy said she hated him.
Well, a child...
She said she'd kill him.
Where'd she get a thought like that?
I don't know.
Has she been watching those chillers on television?
I don't know.
Well, it's too ridiculous. Good heavens, a 9-year-old child putting ground glass in dog food. She'd have to be a monster.
Mommy!
She's coming.
Well, don't say anything. I'll talk to her.
Morning, dear.
Morning, Mommy. Morning, Daddy. What's the matter?
Sit down, dear.
Yes, sir.
Oh, your mother tells me you broke your blue drinking glass.
Oh, no, I didn't break it.
Cindy.
I didn't.
Well, now, somebody broke it. It wasn't your mother, and it wasn't me.
It must have been Toto.
Cynthia.
Cindy, you know Toto is only a doll. Now, a doll couldn't have broken your glass, could he? Well?
I guess not.
So we can't very well blame it on a doll, then, can we?
But he must have done it, Daddy.
Cindy, you know how Daddy feels about little girls who tell fibs. Now, did you break your glass and maybe accidentally get some pieces into Mr. Blister's dish to sort of punish him for biting your doll?
No, Daddy.
Well, I'd hate to think you'd done something you knew was wrong and you were blaming it on a doll.
Is something wrong with Mr. Blister? Is he sick?
Worse than that.
Henry.
The child has to face reality, Alma.
What's the matter with Mr. Blister?
He's dead, Cindy.
Oh, no. We can't be dead. He isn't dead, Daddy. No, he isn't. He isn't. Mommy.
Honey, he is dead, Cindy.
But he'll come back. He has to come back.
No, darling, he won't come back.
Ever?
Not ever.
Yes. Now that we've told you, Cindy, do you want to change your mind about the glass?
Henry, leave her alone, please.
You think I killed him?
Now look what you've done. The child feels guilty enough,
My
Henry.
dear, this is no time for feelings to interfere.
You go up to her room, honey. Daddy and I'll be up in a minute.
I don't want to.
Please, Cindy. Now, we'll be right up, please. There. That's a good girl. Close the kitchen door behind you.
Mr. Blister's dead. He isn't coming back. Ever. Ever. Daddy thinks it was me, but it was you. It was you.
Eat your supper, dear.
I'm not hungry.
You scarcely touched your lunch.
I don't feel like eating.
Is it Mr. Blister?
Now, answer your mother.
She'll work it out her own way, Henry.
Well, I don't know, Elma. When I was a boy, there was such a thing as discipline. Now, the way this child is being brought up...
Henry!
Well, it's true. There's no respect, lying, and...
Oh, there, honey. Now, your father's upset. He doesn't mean it.
What's happened to us? We were a nice, peaceful, happy family until you bought that cursed doll.
Now who's blaming things on the doll?
Well, it's true. Oh, now I've spilled my coffee.
I'll get you another cup.
Never mind. I'm late now. I better be going.
Oh, you wanted to get some papers from the strongbox.
Oh, yes.
Cindy, please, try to eat something.
Yes, ma'am.
Alma! Alma!
What is it?
Alma! It's gone.
What's gone?
The box, the strong box, is gone.
It can't be. The door to your study's always locked. You and I have the only keys.
Yeah, I know all that, and I tell you it isn't there.
Well, who would go...
I don't know. Alma, those confidential reports, if they ever got into the wrong
I
hands...
warned you about keeping them there.
What if it ever came out in the open? Can't you see the papers?
Call the police, Henry.
And throw my Army career in a wastebasket after 17 years? No. We've got to find it ourselves.
Well, it was there when I went in to clean this morning.
What about your key?
It's right here. I always keep it with me. It's funny.
Oh, no.
My other keys are on the ring.
Oh, you've lost it.
I don't see how.
Alma, how could you do
Oh,
it?
Henry, please.
We'll search the house. I can't think of anything else to do.
Well, you'll miss the staff meeting.
Meeting? My whole career goes up in smoke if we don't find those reports. Somebody got hold of your key and opened that room and... I know. Cindy.
You leave the child alone. She's been through enough. You know she wouldn't do a thing like that.
I don't know anything anymore. I don't even know my own child. I don't even know you. All I know is that strongbox is gone and it contains papers that are dynamite if the wrong person gets them. The question being who? What's that?
It's coming from upstairs. It must be Cindy's doll.
Oh, that blasted doll again.
Something must have set it off. I don't know how the mechanism works.
For heaven's sakes, let's go up and shut it off.
Toto, kill him. How do you do?
Stop it! Blasted little imp.
Henry.
Ever since you...
Henry.
What?
Look.
Where? What?
Around the doll's neck, the key. The key to your study.
You see, Alma, it was Cindy after all.
I don't believe it.
Well, good heavens, do you have to have it spelled out for you? Here's her doll with a key around its neck.
She wouldn't, Henry. You know she wouldn't.
Oh, ever since you got this fool doll, she's been acting half insane. At first the dog, and now this. I think she hates herself.
Henry, Cindy is my child. I know her. I know she's a good, sensitive person with no malice in her.
You're simply refusing to face the facts, my dear.
What are you going to do?
I'm going downstairs and have a talk with that young lady. You're not telling the truth, Cindy.
I am.
Cindy, now you know that strongbox is very important to me. Now, I can understand that you might have been angry at me because I scolded you, and so you took it and hid it, just to spite me. Now, all I ask is for you to tell me the truth. Now, where is it?
I didn't take it, Daddy. Honest, I didn't take it.
Well, I suppose you're going to tell me now that a little 6-inch doll took it and hid it. Well, I'm speaking to you, young lady.
But I didn't take it, Daddy. You don't understand. Toto did it. He's terrible, awful. He says things. He's going to kill everybody.
Cindy, you're inventing things.
It's true. At night when I'm sleeping, he stands next to my pillow and whispers things to me. Awful things. He told me he'd kill me, too, if I
Alma,
if I told you.
I think this child is sick. I think she needs a doctor.
She's frightened, Henry. She's trembling like a leaf. Come on, dear. We'll go up to your room.
I don't want to go up there.
Honey, Mommy will stay with you.
I'm afraid he's up there.
Who?
Toto.
Well, he won't be up there for long. Mr. Toto is going right back to Perigi's wonderful doll shop before I lose my sanity, which means right now.
Welcome to the home of Perigi's wonderful doll.
Are you Perigi?
Santor Perigi, creator of the universal doll, the doll with a mind, the doll which...
I'm returning one of your masterpieces.
Oh? If you will step into the rear of my shop. Now the complaint?
No complaint. Here's your doll. Good riddance.
My little Toto. Rejected. You found the world of men too filled with hate.
Hate.
We will change all that later on. Return to your comrades in the window, little one. And now, Colonel Grayson.
I think we have no further business.
Ah, but we do, Colonel. Let me see. Ah, yes, here it is. Do you recognize this strong box, Colonel?
My strong box? Well, where?
My little Toto is very clever, sir.
Are you trying to tell me your doll stole that from me?
Let us not say stole. I am merely keeping it in custody.
What's the game, Perigi?
The game, as you call it, is blackmail. You give me what I want, and I do not ruin your career.
What do you want?
Information. We already know something from the reports of the War Department concerning a certain strange-looking sphere reported by one of your pilots.
What government do you represent?
I represent Perigi's wonderful dolls, none other.
I am not so naive, sir.
Perhaps I should explain. Each man hides something from the world. Each man loves something more than life. With the help of my wonderful dolls, I obtain personal information which enables me to control the men who control the world.
You're a madman.
A genius. You would be surprised at the list of men who have become the confidants for my dolls.
Do you think you can blackmail me into betraying my country?
If the price is right. And in this case, sir, the price is your career and the lives of your wife and child.
Why are you so interested in the flying sphere?
Let us say for reasons of my own. Well, Colonel?
Hand over the strongbox.
I warn you, I have a gun.
Give it to me.
You are being foolish. Put down that walking stick.
Now.
No closer.
Now. Hello? Give me the police. Hello? Yes, this is Colonel Henry Grayson. I've just killed a man. Yes, Perigi's doll shop, corner of 4th and Lexington. The body is in the back room. Yes, I'll wait for you. Shut up. Shut up, you little fiend.
Colonel Grayson.
Did I hear it speak?
Colonel Henry Grayson.
I must be going out of my mind, a 6-inch doll. Shut up! Your master's dead.
You are mistaken, Colonel. I, Toto, am the master.
What do you mean?
If you will examine the body of Santor Perigi, you will see that he does not bleed. And he does not bleed, Colonel, because Santor Perigi never lived.
Never lived?
Santor Perigi is a doll.
A doll? But that's impossible. He's a man. He talks. He walks.
The people of Meretrix are skillful doll builders.
People of Meretrix, doll but look, who are you?
I am Xanthus Imperator, commander of the legions of the 3rd planetoid, Meretrix.
Legions? Planetoid?
My people and I, whom you regard as dolls, come from a tiny planet beyond the moon, so small that it cannot support our population. We landed one of our space spheres on Earth 3 months ago with the intention of colonizing. Unfortunately, one of your pilots intercepted us.
So that's why you wanted our information.
Precisely.
Are you human?
Oh, quite human. Of course, in order to deal with Earth people without suspicion, we were forced to construct Perigi, a man-sized doll.
Well, I can't believe this. I'm having hallucinations. I'm going to get out of here.
Oh, that would be impossible. We have weapons of destruction quite unknown to Earth people.
Well, I phoned the police, and they'll be here soon.
By the time they arrive, my people will have prepared something quite shocking.
Cover him, Ryan.
Okay, Sarge.
You the guy who turned in the call?
Yes.
Where's the body?
Well, it isn't exactly a body.
What do you mean?
It's a doll.
A what?
Well, you've got to let me explain. Now, this sounds fantastic, but I've stumbled onto an unbelievable plot to control the world.
Keep talking.
Now, these little dolls, they aren't really dolls. They're tiny people. There's a big doll named Santo Perigi, and he runs this shop.
Holy smokes.
He's off his trolley, Sarge.
Listen, mister, we got a call that there was a murder here. Now, if there was one, where's the body?
Behind those curtains in the back. Only it isn't really a body, you see.
What?
I hear something back there, Sarge.
All right, cover those curtains. You, is anyone back there? Come on out. Come out or we'll come in and get you.
Something's coming. The curtain's opening.
Welcome, gentlemen.
Perigi. Well, this is impossible. I smashed his skull.
You know this guy?
Yes, that's the one. That's the doll.
What's your name, mister?
Perigi. Santo Perigi, creator of the Universal Doll.
You ever see this man?
Never until just now.
Well, he's lying. I tell you, he's nothing but a life-size doll. The real masters are these little dolls.
Ryan, are you getting this?
He's wacko, Sarge. Nutty as a fruitcake.
Look, I'm not crazy, I tell you. I can prove it. They must have fixed up his head when I smashed it in. Touch him, you'll see.
Mr. Perigi, you know what the guy is talking about?
The man is demented, obviously.
Look, I tell you, there's a plot to control the Earth. Listen, you've got to let me call the War Department. They'll want to know about the flying sphere.
Holy mackerel, this gets worse every minute. Ryan.
Take him to headquarters?
Save some time. Take him down to the psycho ward.
Okay, Buck Rogers.
Look,
come along nice and quiet.
Look, you've got to listen to me. Don't you see the future of mankind is at stake?
Sure. I know how it is.
Look, he's nothing but a man-sized doll. Touch him.
And the little ones are going to take over the Earth. I know. I had the DTs once. Okay, Sarge. We'll see you later.
Please.
Come along.
Please,
now.
listen to me. You've got to listen to me.
Sorry to cause all this trouble, Mr. Perigi.
Not at all, sir. Not at all.
Well, I'll be. Well, that ain't the cutest little doll. Say, my little girl will be nuts for that.
So perhaps you will accept it as a gift?
Well, now.
For saving my life. That madman might have killed me. No home is really complete without one of Perigi's wonderful dolls, Sergeant. Is that right, Toto?
Yes, but I
would like in some way to show my gratitude. You will be doing me a favor if you will take the doll home to your little daughter.
Say, this ought to make her the happiest girl in the world.
Yes, Toto will come as a great surprise. A very great surprise. Won't it, Toto?
Tonight, by transcription, X-1 has brought you Perigi's Wonderful Dolls, written by George Lefferts. Heard in the cast were Janet Alexander as Cindy, Ann Petoniak as Alma, Nelson Olmsted as Henry, Joe DeSantis as Perigi, Michael O'Day as Toto, Ken Lynch as the Sergeant, and Frank Milano as Ryan. This is Fred Collins speaking. X-1 was directed by Fred Way and is an NBC Radio Network production.
Tonight's story concludes the present series of stories of the world of the future. If you'd like to hear X-1 return to the air at some later date, please drop us a postcard or letter addressed to X-1.
Look, Remco Coney Island penny machine with a prize. Let's go in. And look at the wonderful prizes you can win. I'm going to win a watch for you. A penny in the slot, and look at the prizes go round and round. Bracelets, whistles, harmonicas. This lever moves the bucket from side to side. This lever moves the bucket up and down. Here goes. You've almost got the watch. You've got it. Down the chute and out it comes. You just made it. The timer says finish. Kids, this is a toy you've got to have. Remco's Coney Island penny machine. Only $12.98 at your favorite toy store. It comes complete with a giant bag of wonderful toy prizes. Remember, every boy wants a Remco toy. And so do girls.
Lum and Abner will be with us in just a moment. But first, a short message from the Ford dealers of America. Owners everywhere are talking about the economy of the 50 Ford. Listen to what Mr. Jacob N. Wade of Lyndhurst, Virginia, one of over 420,000 delighted owners, said about his new Ford.
In these days, when the cost of everything is up, it's certainly great to own a 50 Ford. For I found that my new Ford V8 gives me everything I'd expect to find in an expensive car for amazingly little money. And in addition to being a low-cost car to buy, I find my Ford is mighty economical to own. I get 20 miles to a gallon and spend very little for upkeep. My money sure goes a lot further since I've owned a 50 Ford.
Yes, Ford owners everywhere are finding out about the economy of the great new Ford. They're saving real money now because of Ford's low price. And they'll be saving real money for years to come because of Ford's low operating and maintenance cost. But see for yourself. Tomorrow, stop by your neighborhood Ford dealers. Get the facts on Ford economy. Then take the wheel and test drive the big new Ford.
Here are some most happy fellas, the four lads for Ford.
Standing on the corner, watching all the Fords go by. Standing on the corner, giving all the Fords the eye. Look at it go, it's the Thunderbird kissing cousin. Get in a Ford, give Ford a try. So don't be standing on the corner, watching all the Fords, watching all the Fords. Be the guy who's going by.
Arch Oboler's Lights Out, everybody. We bring you stories of the supernatural and the supernormal, dramatizing the fantasies and the mysteries of the unknown. We tell you this frankly so that if you wish to avoid the excitement and tension of these imaginative plays, we urge you calmly but sincerely to turn off your radio now. Who among us, and you're included, has not had the dream at one time or another of being superior to his or her fellow beings, to jump higher, to run faster, to dance better, to be more beautiful? We've all run the gamut, all of us, at various ages, of standing out from the crowd of humanity. That's what our story is about today, being different in a very special manner. And now, if you haven't already done so, turn off your lights now.
But, my dear Mr. Finn, $5,000.
$5,000. $5,000. What do you think you're doing, bidding at an auction sale?
I am bidding for your services. And if a $5,000 retainer isn't enough, why, name your own price. I'm not here as an individual. I'm the representative of a group of casualty insurance companies who handle practically all of the burglary insurance in this entire area.
Well, if you're that important, talk important money. $10,000 cash.
Very well. I'll write you a check.
Fenn Detective Agency. F-E-N-N.
Yes.
$500,000 stolen in broad daylight and no witnesses. A very clever criminal, whoever he is.
But surely you don't believe only one man has committed all these crimes.
Whenever there is greatness, even in crime, the answer is a man. One man.
25 places robbed both sides of State Street, 25 stores robbed in the space of 30 minutes, and you talk of one man?
He is very clever.
No one man could rob 25 places, spreading over a distance of 3 blocks in the space of 30 minutes.
No?
Of course not. Banks and department stores and loan companies. Cash registers cleaned out. And not a clue, not a witness. The devil alone knows what this is all about.
The devil alone.
City morgue. Oh, hello, Chief. Yeah, he's been here 2 days in a row. Yeah, all he looks at is the bodies of the hit and run.
Hey, listen, Chief. Here he comes now. Yeah. Okay, I'll try to find out. Yeah.
Hiya, Mr. Finn. Early today, ain't you?
Quickly, show me the new ones.
Yeah, sure. Why not? The same kind?
Yes.
Okay. This one's name is, it's on the tag here, Morrison something. Relatives ain't claimed him yet. Look at him. Smashed up pretty, ain't he?
He never knew what struck him.
I'll say he didn't. The way that skull... Well, I bet you he went out just like that.
I'm no longer interested in this one. Where's the next?
Coming up. Wait till I put this fella back on ice. Let me see. Where'd I put the dame? Oh, yeah, here she is. Kid. Whoever the rat was, his hair must have bust the front end of his crate. Look at her. Ain't much of her left to tell who she was, is there? Only identification on her was her first name in a book. Let me see, Libby. Yeah, that's what it was, Libby. Gosh, if this was my girlfriend and any hit-and-run rat did this, I'd find him even if I... Hey, Mr. Fenn, what's the matter? What are you laughing about? It ain't funny. The girl's face, it smashed her. What are you laughing about?
I know. Now I know.
Hold on there. I want to talk to you.
Are you talking to me, copper?
Oh, wise guy, huh? Listen, you, what's the idea of cross-examining everybody in this neighborhood?
Now, just a minute before you start using that nightstick, you better have a look at this.
Why, a private detective?
Brilliant.
Well, now, how was I supposed to know that...
Well, you know it now. Tell me this. What do you know about the hit-and-run cases in this district?
Oh, that's bad, sir. But what can I do? Drunken rats driving without lights and giving no warning? We'll get 'em tonight, sir. Believe me, we will.
What do you mean?
There's going to be 10 squad cars touring this district.
Just a moment. One question. Have you been hearing any peculiar noises on your beat? Noises like an airplane motor when there wasn't anything in the sky?
Go on now. You're kidding me. Say, look at the time. I better get moving on me beat or the sergeant will be shooting his mouth off. Anything else I could tell you?
Yes. This restaurant we're in front of. Is it a good place to eat?
Yeah. Bill Lewis's place is okay. He's off in Washington, but his wife's running it. Nothing like the Ritz, but it's okay. Well, I'll be seeing you.
You're mistaken.
What'll you have, sir? Nice dinner?
Coffee.
Piece of nice fresh pie? Apple, peach, cherry?
Apple.
Yes, sir, right away.
I beg your pardon?
Where did you come from?
I followed you in. I wish to speak with you.
I don't want to buy anything.
I am not selling. Just like you, I am asking questions.
Eh?
I have been watching you. All afternoon you have been asking many questions.
What's that to you?
I am a Bellini, Dr. Bellini. I live in this neighborhood. I am interested in whatever goes on in it.
Glad to meet you, Doctor. Maybe you can tell me. Have you heard any unusual noises during the late afternoon and evening hours? A noise you couldn't quite locate or explain?
Noises? What noises? You are a detective.
Why do you ask that?
As a physician, I pride myself on my powers of observation. You are a detective, eh, my friend?
Yes.
Then come with me. Do not raise your voice now. This gun in my pocket will kill you. Walk slowly toward the door. Make no noise. Now, open the door and step outside. I advise discretion. I will be close behind you. Now, walk beside me down the street. A gun in your side and you laugh? Why do you laugh? Tell me.
I've been looking for you, Dr. Bellini.
Yeah? Why?
I must know your secret. I must.
Very well. But there is a price to pay.
Price? What is your price?
Death. So, now we will not be disturbed, Mr.
Fenn. Mark Fenn.
Mark Fenn. The man who is willing to die to learn my secret.
I'll take my chances. Just tell me, how did you do it?
But first I will ask you questions. You are either a very clever man, Mr. Fenn, or a very lucky one. How did you suspect it was only one man?
I knew. It had to be one man.
But how did you correlate the missing money and the dead in the streets?
30 minutes to collect $500,000 and cover 25 stores. I knew you'd have to move fast. I figured someone would get hurt.
You are very clever.
You did do it, didn't you?
Come, I will show you. You will be the first to know. And the last. Here. Sit here.
Yes.
Now, What do you see in my hand, Mark Twain?
A bottle. It's full of oil.
Not oil, you blind fool. Power. The key to the world. Listen to me, Mark Twain. One drop of this and the world is mine. You believe, Mark Twain? You believe what I tell you?
But what does that stuff do? You've got to tell me.
Speed. That's what it gives. Speed. Faster, faster, faster. Every atom in me faster. You do believe, Mark Twain. You've got to believe.
But what? I don't understand it. What does that stuff do to you?
Oh, you fool. Why don't you listen?
But,
Speed. That's what it gives me. Speed. Every physical process, every mental activity, it speeds them up 10, 20 times the normal rate. Faster, faster. Every molecule. Listen. The average man walks 3 miles an hour. One drop of this, and I walk 60 miles an hour. Now you know my secret. A chemical which speeds up my activities until I am a god among men. A drop of this, one drop, and I walk and I run and I talk and I think 20 times faster than any other man in the world.
Oh, no, that can't be.
No? Then watch. I drink.
Dr. Bellini. Where are you, Doctor? Where are you? Bellini.
I've never seen
Bellini, what are you talking about? What are you saying? I don't understand. Stop it. Stop it, I say. Stop it. Bellini, you went away. Where? What happened to you? Why do you talk like that?
I told you all physical, mental processes speed up. Wait a second. Chemical effect will wear off completely.
That stuff, it makes you talk fast, is that it?
There. Effect is worn off. I'm back to normal rate again.
Where did you go? Where?
To prove to you that what I say is true. Look what I have in my hand.
Diamonds. Diamond necklace. Where did you...
From the window of that jewelry store 3 blocks away.
You were there and back in these few seconds?
20 times faster than any man can run, I ran in those few seconds. 20 times faster than any man can think, I thought in those few seconds. Now, do you believe, Mark?
It was you moving at 100 miles an hour that knocked down those people and killed them. It was you moving so fast, they were not hurt. Well, they were hurt, but not you.
Yes, it was I.
It was you moving so fast they couldn't see you who took that $500,000 in cash from those stores.
Yes, I.
Me too.
You?
Yes, me. All my life I wanted. Bellini, the power you've got now, Bellini, I want it too.
But why? Why should I share it with you?
Because I can help you. Yes, that's it. I can help you. There's so much to do. You can rule the world, but you cannot conquer it alone. You'll need help, and I'll need help. You hear me, Bellini? I'll help you. I'll do anything you say, but you must let me join you. With the dream of all my life coming true. Power like God. Let me join you, Bellini. Let me.
Yes. I need a man like you. Together we will help the world.
And I say to you that this great and unprecedented crime wave which is sweeping our city is due entirely to the unholy alliance of crime and politics. Sweep the culprits out of office, and I tell you that our students will be able to walk on.
I tell you, Mr. Mayor, I'm doing everything I can do. I've sworn in 1,000 extra deputies. I've got the force what it took.
And I tell you, fellow citizens, this alliance of the underworld and their masters can never be broken until we, the people, take matters into our own hands. Like the vigilantes of old, we must rise in our wrath and drive these vampires out of our fair city. Fellow citizens, hurrah!
A revolutionist plot.
Unholy alliance of crime and politics. Oh, we have done well in these 10 days, eh, Mark Fenn?
Oh, I say we have, baby. $10 million. Nobody in the world ever collected money that fast.
It was good letting you join me.
I told you.
All the places where money is, you know.
But it's not money alone we want, Bellini.
Oh, I know. We have been just, how do you say it, testing our wings.
And now we're ready to go.
Yes. New concentrate of my chemical is ready. Today we have taken the city, tomorrow the world.
The world.
But now, while the city we have left behind us boils in the madness we have brought to it, you and I, we will rest, eh, Fenn? You laugh again. Why?
I was thinking of the fun I had this morning.
Oh, you mean when we liquidated your enemy?
Dead. Every mother's son of them. Everyone that ever laughed at me.
Yes, dead, every one of them. And you go on to new triumphs.
They never knew what hit them. That's the only trouble with moving so fast, Bellini.
You mean when you struck them at 50 times the normal rate?
Yes, it was like hitting them with a 6-inch shell. Their skulls smashed in like empty eggs.
And you are disappointed because your revenge was over too quickly, eh, Mark Fenn?
Yes.
What if I were to tell you that my new concentrate, the one we will use tomorrow when we arrive at the seat of your government in Washington, what if I were to tell you that this new concentrate is infinitely more powerful than the one we have been using?
More powerful? How can that be?
Listen. The one we have been using increases the physical and mental rate 20 times. Is that not so?
Yes, talk, walk, run, and think 50 times faster.
So there you have it. With the new concentrate, talk, walk, think, and run an infinite number of times faster than normal.
You mean there's no limit?
No limit.
We'll move faster?
As fast as we'll like.
Say.
200, 300, 500. The limit will be our desires. A blur of light here, there, the next place. Masters of men. Because compared to us, men are snails who crawl while we run.
Masters of men.
Look, I brought the bottle. The new concentrate.
It looks the same.
Yes. Shall we try some, Mark Fenn?
I don't know.
We must try it sometime.
Yes.
It is the same basic formula as the other.
Sure.
I do not ask you to do what I will not do myself. We will take equal amounts and compare reactions.
How much will it?
2 drops each. I have 2 medicine droppers ready.
Yes.
The moment we swallow the drops, we will move toward you see that barn across the field?
Yes.
We meet there and see how fast we can move. Here are your drops, Mark Fenn. Surely you're not afraid, my friend.
Afraid? Me? Well, no, of course not. Give me those drops.
We drink together.
Yes.
Mark Fenn.
What?
Mark Fenn.
Bellini. What happened?
I am not quite sure.
The barn. We're lying by the barn.
We did get here. Mark Fenn, your clothes.
My clothes? Well, I'm naked.
I too. Mark Fenn, listen. We moved so quickly through the air, our clothes were torn off.
Yes.
The new concentrate, infinitely more powerful. We moved through the air at a tremendous rate, hundreds of miles.
Bellini.
What?
Your lips, they're not moving, and yet I hear you.
Your lips, they do not move either, and yet I hear you, too. That cannot be.
What is it, Bellini?
Our reactions. The concentrate has speeded them up so intensely we read each other's thoughts. No, do not move.
Why not?
The concentrate, it was too powerful.
We must lie quietly until its effects wear off.
Yes, but... Berlini...
Van, why are you looking at me like that?
Your face.
My face?
Something's happening to it.
What? Speak up. What is wrong with my face? What? Yours.
What?
Your face. Creases in it. Lines.
And yours. That's what's happening to yours. Bellini. I feel... Bellini. What's happening? Tell me.
Age. That is it. Age.
Age?
Age.
What?
We are aging. We are aging.
Aging? What are you talking about?
Concentrate. Our physical reactions, they have been speeded up too much.
Tell me, what's that got to do with...
Listen to me. The concentrate, it has speeded up our life processes to infinity. Every second is aging us a year. Every second. No, I'm a young man, Bellini. You're lying. I'm not getting older. I'm not. We are dying, Mark Twain. Dying.
No, you lie, Bellini. I won't die. I won't die.
Dead. And yet the solution works on in his flesh. Decay. No, I cannot die. Master of men, I cannot die. Master of death.
Did a headache spoil the day for you? Are you still feeling a little miserable and upset? Well, of course, it would have been wise to take Alka-Seltzer at work earlier in the day. But don't wait now. Take it right away. And next time, remember that Alka-Seltzer is first aid for relief from headache. Alka-Seltzer is easy to take, pleasant tasting, too. Here's all you do. Dissolve 1 or 2 Alka-Seltzer tablets in a glass of water, then drink it. Since Alka-Seltzer is a solution when you take it, the pain-relieving analgesic sodium acetylsalicylate is ready to go right to work. And say, that fizz that creates thousands of sparkling bubbles gives speed to Alka-Seltzer's relief-giving qualities. Yes, it gets there fast to give fast relief. So remember, first aid for relief from headache is Alka-Seltzer.
I know you're going to be mighty busy during the next 5 days, friends, and I also know that you don't want to wake up Christmas morning with a cold. But have you noticed Old Man Cold is really making the rounds? Let's hope he doesn't catch up with you. However, if you should feel a cold coming on, remember Alka-Seltzer. Yes, remember and try Alka-Seltzer for fast relief from much of your cold distress. Here's the ABC Cold Comfort Treatment. A, Alka-Seltzer. B, be wise. Beware of drafts, be careful of your diet, and be sure you dress sensibly and try to get more rest than usual. And C stands for comfort. The comfort an Alka-Seltzer gargle can give a sore throat caused by a cold. Well, there it is, friends. Alka-Seltzer's ABC Cold Comfort Treatment, as easy as ABC to follow and really effective. Just try it and see for yourself. Remember, when you begin to sniffle and sneeze, start Alka-Seltzer's ABCs. Get Alka-Seltzer at any drugstore And say, better buy that extra package, too. That's the wisest.
Cream of wheat is so good to eat, yet we have it every day. We sing this song, it will make us strong, and it makes us shout, hooray! It's good for growing babies and grown-ups too to eat. For all the family's breakfast, you can see cream of wheat.
It is later than you think.
This is Arch Obler bringing you another in our series of stories of the unusual. And once again we caution you, these lights-out stories are definitely not for the timid soul. So we tell you calmly and very sincerely, if you frighten easily, turn off your radio now.
And now, if you haven't already done so, turn off your lights now and listen to Revolt of the Worms.
All I can do is sit and think and wait. Wait for the floors to lift and the walls to crash. Facts. Think of facts. Yes, a journal of facts. Think how it began, why it's happening. Journal of facts until the walls crash in and the thick flesh. Charles Prentice. There's a fact. Chemist and fool. Fool. Run away. Run away. Run away. Run away. Run away from reality. War. 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 Run away.
You mean we're going to live in this God-forsaken place, Charles?
Yes, Claire, I remember. You did say that. And I said,
Of course we're going to live here. It's ideal for my work. But we're so far away from everything, Charles. So far away from what? Your friends? My friends? All right, Charles. Whatever you say, Charles.
you never disagreed with me, did you, Claire? Why, it's so quiet up here, it's almost as if we are out of this world. Yes, I remember. Young Jackson. You did say that. I like working with you, sir. Why, up here, it's almost as if we were out of this world. Out of the world. I've wanted to be out of the world. Hide. Until it's over. Yes, why not? Why not?
What are you going all the way up there for, Prentice? To do my work, of course.
But who cares about propagating new varieties of roses at a time like this?
The times have nothing to do with it. I'll do what I please. I'll do what I please.
But, Prentice, to leave suddenly like this, it doesn't make sense. Roses are fine in normal times, but a chemist of your ability, in times like these, certainly there's more productive work that you could do.
I'm not interested in your opinions. I'll do what I please. You hear me? Do what I please.
Do what I please. Yes, sir. Everything's ready, sir. Greenhouse. All ready for you, sir. 1 week ago, Wednesday.
Does the wind always blow up here, Charles? Eh? I said the wind. Does it always blow like that? Why? Frightening. Mighty less frightening than the things that are happening back in the city. I suppose so. I know so. Where's that boy? Jackson.
Yes, sir.
The phosphates, are they ready yet?
Not quite, sir.
Well, get them ready. Every one of the plants. We work late tonight. Very late.
Work late and hard. That was the answer to everything.
Chemist of your ability. In times like these, there certainly must be more important work than propagating roses that you could do. A chemist of your ability. In times like these, there certainly must be more important
No,
work.
wouldn't think of that, I told myself. Wouldn't think of that. Roses. Yes, develop the greatest rose in the world. That would be my answer to them. While they bombed and burned, I'd develop the largest rose the world had ever known. And when the world settled down again, I'd come back and bring the rose to them, and they wouldn't care if I had run away. My plan. Why did it go wrong? Claire, why did it go wrong? Claire. Oh. Dead. You're dead. They killed you. Dead as I'll be dead. If I could only think, why did it go wrong?
Well, I put the solution that's left over, Mr. Prentice.
Yes, I do remember. That was it.
Oh, gosh, Mr. Prentice, I'm trying to understand, but I'm so tired.
You must keep working. The only salvation is to work.
What's salvation got to do with roses?
Don't be impertinent. Do your work.
Yes, sir.
2 cc for each plant, and careful. Don't let any of it touch the stem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You weren't very happy, were you, Jackson? Those were things you couldn't understand.
It isn't that I don't want to work, Mr. Prentice. It's just that I'm all mixed up. These roses. Why do I have to pour this stuff on them every hour, on the hour? It doesn't make sense. Hormones? Sure, I know what they are. Secretions from the glands in the human body. Sure, I know what they're for. Make us grow and everything. I get it. That's what you try to do with the roses. Make them grow fast and big. But how do you know these hormones will work on plants, Mr. Prentice? And how do you know how much to give them? And how big will the roses grow, Mr. Prentice?
Questions. Everlasting questions. But now I ask them, why did it go wrong? Thursday. Thursday? What do I remember?
Well, I throw the hormone mixture that's left over, Mr. Prentice. Mr. Prentice, I said, well, I throw the hormone...
Go away. Can't you see that I'm working?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. I remember. Friday. What a Friday. Friday night.
Claire? Yes?
Is that you?
Yes, Charles.
What are you doing walking out here in the dark?
It's a lovely night.
Romantic at your age.
I just like the night.
You women, come back to the house.
All right.
Crazy, walking around in the dark. What's the matter with you? Can't you walk? If I hadn't caught you...
It's slippery.
What are you talking about?
It's so slippery around here.
Don't talk foolishness.
But it is.
By George, you're right.
What?
Stand still. I'll light a match. I've had some... Yes. Now, we'll see what...
Charles.
Stop grabbing. What? Worms.
What?
Well, can't you see? Just ordinary earthworms. Night crawlers. We just walked over a few of them. Oh, you women with your fears and your squeamishness. Walked on a few worms and you make more noise and more fuss. Yes, I remember. Friday night.
The extra hormone solution, where'll I throw it, Mr. Prentice? Mr. Prentice, where'll I throw the extra hormone solution?
Saturday. And then the night.
Jackson! Jackson, where are you? Jackson, I told you to stay in the house. Jackson, where are you? Time to feed the plants. Jackson, where are you?
He's not here, Charles.
Claire, you startled me walking up like that.
I didn't mean to.
That infernal boy, where is he? Have you seen him?
He's not in the house.
But I told him not to go out. I told him only an hour ago he's got to work all night. The plant must be watered every hour on the hour.
He went out.
Well, why didn't you stop him? Now I have to go chase after him. Jackson! Jackson, are you out there? Come in. What did you think it was? Thunder. It's starting to rain. Shut the door. Shut the door, I say.
But the boy...
If he hasn't the sense to come in out of the rain, it's just too bad. I've got enough to do with worrying about my roses without worrying about him. And don't you go out after him. He'll come back. He'll come back. Saturday night. And when it was day again...
Charles, wake up. Please wake up.
Oh, where?
You're on the couch. You fell asleep on the couch. Charles, get up right away.
Well, what's the matter with you? Why should I get up? What difference does it make?
Listen to me, please. The boy, he isn't back yet.
Huh?
Jackson, he isn't back yet. Charles, where can he be? The storm, you slept. I waited.
Wait a minute. Have you looked in his room?
I just came from there. Charles, where could he have gone to? All through the storm.
Stop talking so much and let me get up. Let's go see. Oh. Must you follow me? Why didn't you wake me up? Why did you let me sleep?
I must have fallen asleep, too. I opened my eyes. It was day. Oh, Charles.
Oh, stop Charlesing me. Crazy young fool, so he spent the night outside. So what's the difference? Teach him a lesson. Well,
No wonder he isn't back yet. Fog like this, it's as bad as night.
Charles.
All right. What am I supposed to do? Go wandering through fog like a bloodhound, like a fool? Don't worry, he'll be back. But you never did come back, did you, Jackson? When the sun came out and that everlasting wind came up and lifted the fog.
Charles, come here.
Where are you?
Back of the house, Charles. Come quickly.
Oh, what is it? What do you want now? The boy isn't around. I've looked everywhere. Now,
Charles, what happened back here?
What?
Look at the ground.
Well, who plowed this ground up?
Plowed?
Yes, certainly plowed. Can't you see? Some crazy, drunken fool plowed up the ground.
But during the night? Charles, how could that be?
You believe what you see, don't you? It's that boy.
What?
Yes, that Jackson went crazy, found the plow, tore up the ground, and ran away. Went out of his mind, that's it. The boy's gone crazy, tearing up the ground. Gone crazy. And then, that same night after I thought Jackson had gone crazy, run away, I went back to my work Sunday night.
Charles, can I speak to you? Charles, please stop your work and talk to me.
Haven't you lived with me enough years to know I don't like to be interrupted when I'm working?
But I'm frightened.
Are you? Really?
Charles, stop it.
Are you out of your mind?
Yes, maybe I am.
What did you say?
Maybe I am crazy. All right, maybe I am. That's the only way I could have lived with you all these years.
What?
Endured your selfishness, your unbelievable selfishness.
Well.
Everything's for you. For 20 years, everything for you.
Now, that's
your
enough.
work, your pleasures, what you think, what you want, everything for you, nothing for anyone else.
Will you
The
shut
gentle
up?
little Mr. Prent is the scientist, the good husband who never lifts his voice. Mother in heaven, I'd rather be married to a fool with a heart in him than you.
Well,
You haven't got a heart. You never had a heart. It's you and no one else, and that boy can be dead out there and you don't care, and I can be dead and you don't care as long as you're safe and doing what you want to do.
Will you go away and let me go on with my work?
Charles, I'm frightened. That boy. Now there are noises.
I'm asking you for the last time to go away and let me do my work.
But listen to me. You've been out here all night. I've been in the back of the house alone, and I've been listening, and I didn't want to come in here, but I had to. Charles, things I said, I meant them. For years I've meant them. All right, that doesn't matter. But I tell you this, there's something outside the house. Find out what it is, Charles.
20 years ago, I thought you were an irrational woman. I thought I'd trained you out of that irrationality. I was wrong. I'll humor you just this once, but never again. Where are these noises?
At the back of the house.
The lantern, hand it to me.
Yes.
Thank you. You're frightened. You don't have to go with me.
I want to know.
What? That you're a fool? Well? So what am I supposed to hear? There's nothing. Hello out there. Hello. Well, what now?
Listen.
To what?
Listen.
To what?
I thought...
You heard the wind whistling through the cracks in your brain. Come into the house.
Charles, wait.
Wait for...
Here?
Yeah. So what? Give me the lantern. If it's that boy...
It could be him, couldn't it?
That crazy young fool playing practical jokes. If I get around the corner of the house and... What's going on here?
Charles, something moving under the ground.
Yeah. So dark. Can't quite make out.
Charles, what is it?
I don't know. Animal of some sort?
Take me back to the house.
Oh, go yourself. Moon will come out of the clouds. See what this is.
Give me the lantern, Charles.
No, I want to see. The house is back there. Turn around and go back to it. Go ahead.
All right. All right.
Yes. It is something burrowing.
infernal moon come out, I'd see... There. Coming out. Now I'll see what... Holes. Holes in the ground all over. What are they? Who... Bomb craters? But that isn't possible. No. Animal burrows. But what animal could make a hole 4 feet across? What animal?
Claire! Where are you? Claire! So dark I can't see you. Claire! Where are you? Claire! Claire! Where are you? Claire!
Yes, Claire. I ran through the night looking for you. The echo of my voice is still in my ears. Looking for you, and the moon was under the clouds, and I couldn't see, and I couldn't find you. And then I did. You had fallen into one of those craters, into one of those holes in the ground. I couldn't see you, but I could hear you. But which one of the holes? They were all over, ground pockmarked with them. I ran around in the dark. I could hear you, but couldn't find you. And then the moon, it was out again. Oh, blast the moon. Why did it come out? If it hadn't come out, I wouldn't have seen. And my head... Stop it, Claire. Stop it. I can still hear you. I can still see you. Your body down in that hole. As I ran toward you, suddenly I saw that something else was coming toward you. Something that glistened, wet in the moonlight. Something long and slimy. A great twisting snake. Yet not a snake. Not a snake. And the fear in me made me fall to the ground, and I saw, as I lay there, I saw. The thing moved toward the hole in the ground as if you weren't there. As if it were blind and couldn't see. Like a great blind worm. It was a worm. A worm 10, 20, no, 30 feet long, crawling in fright to its home in the ground. And it moved toward you, Claire. Covered you. Crushed you. You're dead, Claire. You've been dead for 2 days. Why should I tear out of my memory all the horror of how you died? Of how young Jackson must have died?
Where'll I throw the extra hormone solution, Mr. Prentice? Where'll I throw the extra hormone solution, Mr. Prentice?
Yes. It's very funny, isn't it, Jackson? I ran away and I was going to bring back to the world the greatest rose. But I brought back the greatest worms. The hormones you threw away soaked into the ground, and into them, hundreds of little worms burrowing under the ground, soaking into their flesh, into their life process, miraculously increasing the growth of them, until overnight they grew and grew without limit into those terrible horrors. And they are still growing. I can hear them. For the last 2 days, squirming around the house and over it, great, monstrous pieces of slimy flesh, squirming and writhing. Hundreds of them, thousands of them, burrowing under the ground and at night coming out of the ground. I have seen them, a sea of flesh, a sea of worms. Yes, I hear you out there, you worms. You were under the ground, and now there's no room underground for you till you come out of the ground. The world was yours first, so now you're going to take it back again. The world for the worms. You're under the house. You're lifting it. The walls will fall and crush me, and I'll be dead, and I want to be dead. Yes, now I know why this is happening to me. I thought I could run away from the world and what is happening in the world. You hear that, you worms out there? I thought I could run away. sit here and wait for them. I know how I'll die. The walls falling, crushing. Ooh. Window. Something behind me. A worm at the window. Head looking in. He's crawling in. And another following. And another. They're filling the room. Worms all around. The worms. The worms. Around. Worms covering. Cold flesh. Wet flesh. Worms. The worms.
You'll be glad this winter you bought a Coleman heater this fall. Yes, as you sit back in your easy chair, snug and comfortable, you'll be glad you bought a Coleman heater. You'll enjoy floor-to-ceiling warmth in those rooms you could never heat before.
Get your Coleman oil or gas heater now during Coleman's big bonus sale. Here's what you get.
First bonus, a new low price.
Yes, now you can get a dependable Coleman automatic heater at a new low price.
Second bonus, a new low operating cost.
Coleman saves you up to 25% on heating bills because Coleman gives you maximum heat from your fuel.
Third bonus, a 32-piece set of Libby's Safe Edge glassware worth $14. It's free with your new Coleman heater.
Get 3 big bonuses. Get your Coleman oil or gas heater now during Coleman's big bonus sale. This sale is for a limited time only.
So see your Coleman dealer tomorrow. You'll find his name and address in your...
J43.
Arch Obler's Lights Out, Everybody. It is later than you think.
This is Arch Obler bringing you another in our series of stories of the unusual. And once again we caution you, these lights out stories are definitely not for the timid soul. So we tell you calmly and very sincerely, if you frighten easily, turn off your radio now.
Alice, do you think we're still in the United States? I'm beginning to doubt it. Are you sure you got the right address? Of course. Well, don't be so dogmatic. You have made mistakes. Sounds as if you're starting to get annoyed. Well, I am. You've been driving so long, my back feels as if somebody were doing a big apple on it. Oh, we'll be there soon enough. You know, Alice, sometimes that calm nature of yours makes me good and tired. You sound as if you want to quarrel. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that Oh, I looked forward to this vacation for weeks, and now that it's happening, well, it isn't so much fun.
Oh, wait till you get to my Aunt Harriet's. You can curl up in the alfalfa and sleep for days.
Sleep. Oh, that's a lovely word. Just imagine, sleeping as long as you want without having to worry about making an 8 o'clock class.
Perfect.
But are you sure you know where your Aunt Harriet lives?
I've run out of synonyms for her. Of course I do.
Oh, I'd just like to reassure myself. I certainly hope she has soft beds. Oh, and that reminds me, you did send her that letter that we're coming.
No.
Say that again?
No, I didn't send the letter.
You mean to say that she doesn't even know that we're coming to stay with her?
Well, I decided it'd be more fun if we sort of surprised her.
Well, of all the brainstorms, walking in on somebody you haven't seen for 10 years and expecting her to welcome you.
She's my only aunt, isn't she?
But maybe she won't have room for her.
Don't be silly. I told you Aunt Harriet lives alone and likes it.
Well, maybe she won't like it if we barge in on her.
Don't be silly. Of course we'll be welcome. From what I've heard, she's a little old darling.
When you were 8, she was a darling. For all you know, she's taken the welcome mat in years ago. Wait a minute. Didn't you say we were supposed to go down Camden Road 3 miles?
Yes.
Then you are lost. That sign back there, this isn't Camden Road.
You're silly.
I saw it with my own eyes. It said Pig Snackle Road.
Oh,
there, see that? Pig Snackle Road. You are wrong.
Pig Snackle Road. That's too good to be true.
Are you crazy, laughing at a name of a place when you haven't got any idea where you are and my
Oh,
back...
don't be silly. I'm sure we'll find... Hey, there. There it is.
There's what? The edge of the world?
Oh, no, the crossroad. The entrance to Aunt Harriet's place ought to be just a little bit beyond it.
That's what you say.
Yes. There it is. Here, we turn here. Turn.
Hey, wait a minute. What are you trying to do, turn over?
It won't be long now.
You're telling me. This is no road. It's a cow path.
Aunt Harriet likes privacy.
Oh.
I remember Dad and Mother used to say that.
Another 100 feet on this road, and I won't need a bed. I'll need a stretcher. Come on, slow down. I knew it. What a road. Even the tires couldn't take it.
What do we care? Aunt Harriet's place just a little ways down. We'll walk.
You mean leave the car right here in the middle of the road?
It's Aunt Harriet's own private road. No one will bother it. Oh, come on. Take your bag. Let's get out of here.
Oh, all right. I'm just a stooge.
Come on, let's go. We'll just be in time for dinner.
That's what you think.
What do you mean?
I mean, maybe your Aunt Harriet doesn't like guests who walk in just like that. Hey, Alice, now what are you stopping for?
Well, I just noticed.
Noticed what?
How dark it's getting.
So what? Come on. When the sun starts setting, it gets dark. I learned that in Physical Science 101.
Yeah, but back there on the road, it was so light, and here it's so dark and gloomy.
What's the matter with you? Are you going to take your suitcase and come on, or are you going to stand there being afraid of the dark?
I'm all right.
So many trees around here. No wonder it's dark. If that Aunt Harriet of yours wants privacy, she sure got it. And I hope when we get there, I'll have the same...
Lona.
Now what?
Look at that mist coming up through the trees.
Yeah.
Like long, white, curling fingers.
Oh, stop that, will you? It's just that it's getting late. Colder, moisture's condensing. Oh, will we ever get there, riding and walking? Have you actually got an Aunt Harriet? Come on, let's go back.
Wait, Lona, there it is.
Huh? Hallelujah, it is a house. Well, it's about time. It's about time. Knock harder, Alice. Knock harder.
I can't. It hurts my knuckles.
Oh, let me.
She must be home. There's a light upstairs.
And you were going to surprise her, eh?
But she never leaves this place.
Oh, go on. You don't even know that she lives here. Fine business. Car with a flat, stuck in the middle of nowhere. Nobody home in this godforsaken place. Me so tired I could sleep standing on my head.
But she must be home.
You're repeating yourself. Oh, if this is a vacation...
Hey, wait a minute. Wait, there's someone at the door.
Oh, yes.
Yes? Oh, what do you want? I'm looking for... are you Miss Saugus?
Yes. Oh, what do you want?
Well, then you are Aunt Harriet.
Hallelujah again.
Who's calling me Aunt Harriet? Oh, I say, who are you?
Well, I'm Alice. Alice Preston.
Alice? Oh, yes, bless my soul. I know you. Come in.
Hallelujah, we're here.
Come in. Close the door.
Oh, Aunt Harriet, you don't know how glad I am to see you. Did we have a time getting here?
Yes. Come right in here.
There, Lona. I told you we'd be welcome.
She didn't even ask who I was.
Now, put your things down here and sit down and make yourself comfortable.
Thanks. Aunt Harriet, this is my girlfriend, Lona Stevens. We roomed together at the university, and I asked her to come along with me.
It's all right, my child. It's all right. Anyone's welcome. Anyone at all.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Aunt Harriet. I hope you won't mind my calling you that, but Alice always...
There, my child. It's all right. A name's a name. Now, sit here and be comfortable. I'll get some tea.
Oh, no, really,
Yes,
Aunt Harriet.
Wow.
Apparently your Aunt Harriet does what she wants to do.
Doesn't she?
Oh, well, as long as we're here. Like something out of a museum, isn't it?
What?
A house, the furnishings. Look at the chairs and that sofa. Are they prehistoric or are they prehistoric?
Yeah, I didn't think she was so old.
Oh, you mean your aunt?
Yes.
Oh, well, after all, in 10 years, living alone out in this godforsaken place, I sort of think she's nice.
Do you?
Taking us right in and not asking us all sorts of silly questions. That's the kind of relative to have. You know, if I were to go barging in on any of mine, first they'd give me a third degree on how come I was away from school, and then they'd give me another third degree on how long I was going to stay.
Lona.
What's the matter?
Back there in the shadows. What is...
I don't...
It's something moving.
Why, it's a dog.
Oh?
Why, no, it's a cat.
Cat? It is a cat.
Not a cat. Look at the size of it. Tiger.
Lona, what'll we do?
Don't move. If we do, it'll...
Now, here's your tea, young ladies. Nice, warm tea. Just what you need.
Aunt Harriet.
What's the matter? What? Oh, he's frightened you.
What is it?
You got eyes, haven't you?
Well, yes, but
it's so dark in that corner we can't hardly tell. It's not a tiger, is it?
Don't talk nonsense.
Oh, what is it?
You shouldn't be here at all. It's much too early for him.
Aunt Harriet, didn't you hear me? I asked you what it is.
Oh, what do you think he is?
Well,
it can't be a cat.
Why, he's as big as a police dog.
All right, come upstairs. I'll show you to your room. Now, this way. I'll show you to
Aunt
your
Harriet,
room.
I don't...
Come along. I say, I'll come along up these stairs.
Come on, Alice.
Why don't
Come
you?
on, we better do as she says.
All right.
You must be tired, you two. Sleep.
But, Aunt Harriet, how could it be a cat
talk
when we...
no more about it. Talk no more about it now. Look, we'll talk about that tomorrow morning. In here, my dears. In here.
Come on, Ellen.
But why doesn't she answer me?
There, you see. A very comfortable room for both of you to rest. Nice wide bed. Everything clean.
But, Aunt Harriet, wait just a minute. I want to find out something about
this. Forget it, Alice.
no.
Whatever it is, you can find out in the morning.
But that cat...
Oh, cat. Can't you say anything but cat?
It was so huge.
Nothing. Well, we just imagined it, that's all. I mean, there in the shadows, it looked monstrous. You heard it. It sounded just like an ordinary tomcat.
But
You didn't see any more than I saw, and I think it was just a long shadow that got us fooled, that's all.
Yes, that could be it. Couldn't it?
Of course. You remember in Psych 101 class, old Pudgy Wudgy told us about the tricks your eyes play in bad light when it comes to judging signs.
Yeah, I remember. Local signs, they called it.
Right. Well, that's the way it was with that cat. I'll bet you your Aunt Harriet thinks we're both a little screwy. That's why she got us up here to bed in a hurry. Oh, bed. Isn't that a wonderful word? And will we sleep?
I hope so.
Alice.
What?
You're not sleeping either, are you?
No. I wanted to talk to you for hours, but I wasn't sure.
I thought you were asleep.
Somehow I can't.
Me neither.
I can't understand why.
I'm the one who was crying how tired I was.
The bed's so comfortable.
The house is quiet enough.
The house.
Huh?
Maybe that's why we can't sleep.
What do you mean?
Well, there's something about the house.
What?
Something oppressive that won't let us sleep.
Oh, you're crazy.
No, I'm not.
It's just that we're too tired to sleep, that's all. Yes, that's it. Too tired, nerves on edge.
No, I've been lying here for hours trying to figure it out. Now I know.
Will you stop talking like that?
Don't you feel it, Lona? Don't you?
Well, I
tell the truth. You do feel it. It's something heavy in the air, pressing down on us. I'm awfully frightened, Lona. Awfully.
Well, you're not going to frighten me. Why, this is your own Aunt Harriet's house. She's down there sleeping, and she... Oh!
That cat.
Yeah.
It sounds huge, doesn't it?
That's because it's so quiet in the house.
Lona, there's another one. I tell you, there's two of them. Lona, listen to them. They're not ordinary cats. Listen to them.
They can't be cats.
I'll call Aunt Harriet. She'll tell me. She'll make them stop.
Alice, wait. Don't go out there, you little fool. Aunt Harriet, I've got... Get away from that door. Listen to those things down there. Listen to them.
No, I can't stand any more of it. Aunt Harriet, make them stop. Aunt Harriet!
They've gone.
What were they?
Could two cats make all that noise?
Aunt Harriet, why don't you come in here?
No, Alice, don't open that door.
But Aunt Harriet, why doesn't she answer me? She must know what it's all about. Why doesn't she?
Wait.
What?
Listen.
Someone's coming up the stairs.
Yes.
My Aunt Harriet?
It's not quite like footsteps.
The cat.
Maybe.
The door?
Cats can't open doors.
It's right outside the door.
I can hear, can't I?
Is it a cat?
Of course it is.
You don't think so either, do you?
It's just sitting there.
Yes.
Let it sit there.
I'm so afraid.
When morning comes, we'll get out of here.
Aunt Harriet, why don't you answer me?
Oh, stop that.
There's something outside of our door, Aunt Harriet. We don't know what it is.
What's the use of calling her? She won't answer you.
Why do you say that?
Because she hasn't answered us and she won't.
But she's in the house. She must know.
Wait. Trying to get in.
As long as the door's shut.
We're safe enough.
Aunt Harriet! Oh, please wake up, Aunt Harriet.
No!
What?
Look. Doorknob. It's turning.
Oh.
Alice. Cats can't open doors.
You mean Aunt Harriet? Yes. It must be Aunt Harriet.
She's ill and she's trying to open the door. I'll open it for her.
No. Oh, no, Lona, stay away from that door. I'm afraid. Oh, don't.
Come right in, Aunt Harriet.
Lona, I've got to get help. I've got to. Oh, my arm. I can't stand pain. I've got to. Oh, it's so thick. I'm lost. I've got to get help. Someone's got to help me. I'll get help for you. I'll get help. It's getting bright. It's dawn. If I could only find a path, a road, the bushes tearing my clothes. Why did tear my clothes. I just want to get help for Lona. I'll get help for you, Lona. I will. Road. An automobile. Help. Stop. You've got to stop. Help me. Please. Oh, help me. Oh, Lona.
What is it,
Please.
sister? What's the matter?
Oh, please.
Who are you?
Help me. Come with me right now.
Now,
Please
take
don't
it easy.
talk.
Take it
Hurry.
easy. I'll help
Hurry.
you. Sure, I'll
You
help you.
must help me.
I'm
Hurry.
sheriff of this county.
Hurry. You must help me.
Now, wait a minute.
Please.
Are you with the girls who left that car on the side road back in the woods?
Car, yes. Yes, we left our car there.
Oh.
Hurry. Please help me. My friend Lona.
Joe, these are the
don't
girls.
talk,
We
please.
found your car in the woods,
No.
and we've been looking for you for hours.
Please don't stand there talking. Hurry. We've got to help her. It's killing her.
Killing her? Joe, did you hear what she said?
Don't talk. Hurry. Hurry and come with me. Please hurry. I'm begging you.
All right. Now take it easy, sister. This is the house, ain't it?
Yes. Oh, yes, this is the place.
The old
Right
Sorgus
here.
house. Yeah. Try the door, Joe.
Hurry.
It's
Push
open,
it.
Sheriff.
Push it.
Well, let's go.
She's upstairs. She's upstairs.
Nobody down here,
Right up here.
All right,
Oh,
let's
don't
get up
stand
there.
here.
I don't know what this is all about, but I'm soon going to find out.
Lona, we're coming for you. Lona, we're coming. Right.
Hey, what room is
Right,
it, Sheriff?
right here, that room right there. Hurry. It's killing her.
Get your gun out, Joe.
Please.
Door's partly open.
Oh, just
Okay,
go
kick
in,
it open.
please.
Watch yourself. Careful, Joe.
Lona.
Sister, you stay here.
Lona.
Sheriff, there's nobody in this room.
Lona.
Huh? Look for yourself.
Please.
Well, now, what?
Lona. Lona, where are you?
Now, wait a minute, sister. Are you sure that...
Yes, she was here, right here. And it came in the door and jumped at her. I turned. I ran. I jumped out of the window.
Hey, this window ain't broke.
But I tell you, I went through it. See? My arm.
Yeah. But there's no one in here.
Oh,
The bed, why, it ain't even messed up.
Oh,
Did you say you two were sleeping, sister?
We were. Oh, Lona. Where are you? What has it done with you? Aunt Harriet.
Huh?
She'll know. Or has it killed her, too?
Sheriff, come quick, bring the girl. Come along, sister. Joe, what is it? Look in there.
Aunt Harriet.
Old lady sitting in the rocker and knitting.
Oh, Aunt Harriet. Lona, where is she? What happened? Oh, Aunt Harriet, please tell me.
Yeah, tell us all.
And might I ask what this is all about? Aunt Harriet, what's the matter? Didn't you hear anything? Lona, that horrible cat thing. What did it do to her? Answer me, what did it do?
Would you gentlemen tell me who is this hysterical young girl?
Aunt Harriet.
Now, look here. Don't you know who this girl is?
Certainly do not.
But, Aunt Harriet, I'm Alice. I came here with Lona, don't you remember?
You must be mistaken. I've been alone all night.
You hear that, Joe?
No, I was here. Lona and I did come here. It's a horrible joke, that's what it is. Aunt Harriet, please tell him you're just joking. Lona, where is she?
I don't know what you're talking about. I never saw you before in all my life.
No. Oh, no, that's not true, Aunt Harriet. Aunt Harriet.
Now, wait a minute. I've had about enough of this out of you, sister. Chasing up here with all that bunkum about cats and killings and all that.
No. Everything.
You better come along with us.
Everything I said to you was true. It was true.
Joe, take her other arm.
No, let go of me.
Come on now.
Please,
Don't
Aunt
raise
Harriet,
a fuss.
don't let them take me away.
Come
Those
on, sister.
horrible cat things. I tell you, there were two of them here.
come on.
Don't let them take me away.
Now, don't mind her, old lady. We'll take care of her.
Yes, take good care of her. Cracky little thing.
Now, come on, sister.
No. Wait. Look at her teeth as she laughs. Look at her teeth.
Mother in heaven, they're cat's teeth. And their hands, their claws.
No. Stay away from me.
Grab her, Joe.
Stop you. Let me go.
Stop, I said. Let me go!
Oh, in my eyes! Get her, Joe! She's getting away!
Joe.
Yes.
Oh, Aunt Harriet.
Oh, she's no aunt of anything human. I can tell you that. Look at her.
But my Aunt Harriet. Aunt Harriet Saugus.
Saugus? You hear that, Sheriff?
Yeah. So you came here thinking she was Mrs. Saugus. Did you, Colonel?
Yes. Yes, Lona and I. And Lona must be dead now. How could my aunt do what she did? How could she?
This thing is no aunt of yours, child. Your Aunt Harriet Saugus died in this house 3 years ago. And she left 2 cats.